Minutes 10, 9, 8.
Yo, it's your boy Gamma. We out here.
Hey, this is Kizo, and you're listening to Call of the Wild.
Phase 1 complete. Assembling family members.
Hi everyone, this is Ed listening from the beautiful city of London.
My name is Aaron from the Big Apple, New York City.
Family assembled. We have liftoff.
That's a bad kitty.
Welcome to Call of the Wild. An exploration of sound with the latest electronic music. With nothing to hold us back, these are the songs of the wild.
Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Dan from Monstercat, and this is the final week of our 2018 Monstercat Mix Contest. We had quite the season this year, starting from hundreds of DJ submissions, all done through Splice, and then narrowing that down to 8 finalists, who went through 5 weeks of unique challenges, all for this moment. In the next few minutes, we'll be down to just 2 DJs who will face off in the final battle to decide who will win an XDJ RX2 by Pioneer and be flown out to the Monstercat HQ and DJ main stage for Compound alongside Conroe, Bishu, Dwilly, and Vicetone. This is huge, and it all came down to your votes. You told us each week who you wanted to advance. So here's how today's gonna go. We're going to be dropping some fresh tunes for the first half of the show. Then I'll be popping in and out and announcing which 2 will be facing off later today in our showdown. Then we vote. So let's get settled in and welcome to Monstercat Call the Wild.
1, 2, 3, fire!
Let's announce one of our DJs that will be facing off in the second half of our show. So based on your votes from last week, our first advancing finalist is Duality. Welcome to the finals. You are just one challenge away from potentially DJing at Compound. Let's hear from one of our elite judges and give out some cash.
What's going on, guys? Going Quantum here. As always, it was very difficult to pick a favorite in the last round, but my pick would have to be Duality. I really enjoyed the entire mix from start to finish, and it was really tough to pick a standout moment. I think it would have to be a tie between two mashups that he made. One with Jet and John's 4B and Never Left's remixes of The Drop with War Discord remix. And then the other one was a mashup between Hero, Alien Cookies, This Time, and Gorilla Glue. Crazy mashups. Big shout out to everyone in the contest. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Excellent. That's another $10 added to your bank account. Now, let's get back to some fresh tunes. And next up, we have brand new Coven, followed by a preview of all new Conroe, right here on Called Wild.
Right before my eyes, but it took me time to care. No excuses, I'm feeling useless, 'cause you're not playing fair. We've been played by the hand that we laid, knowing we will never win. Keep your turn as a lesson learned for the ending to begin. 'Cause it's settled in my mind, yeah, it's settled in my mind. 'Cause it's settled in my mind again. Yeah, it's settled in my mind, yeah, it's settled in my mind. 'Cause it's settled in my mind again. Things get old because we've been told that it shouldn't be this hard. You won't give because I won't take. We're conflicted from the start. 'Cause it's settled in my mind, yeah, it's settled in my mind. 'Cause it's settled in my mind again. Yeah, it's settled in my mind, yeah, it's settled in my mind. 'Cause it's settled in my mind again. 'cause it's settled in my mind. Yeah, it's settled in my mind, 'cause it's settled in my mind again. Yeah, it's settled in my mind. Yeah, it's settled in my mind, 'cause it's settled in my mind again.
Out shortly on Instinct. Now, let's find out who will be the other DJ facing off Duality in today's finals. And that DJ is Ethan E. Congratulations, Ethan E, and welcome to the finals. Stick around, these two are going to be battling out very shortly, and you will decide who will be crowned our 2018 champion. So, here's another one of our elites.
Hey guys, Tyler here. Last week's challenge was an interesting one. When it comes to making an exciting mix, it can be tempting to slot in as many tracks as you possibly can. What this challenge did was force our finalists to put a little more attention towards creative mashups and really gave them a chance to show off their creativity. For this, my vote goes to Ethan E for his mashup of No Turning Back, Party Don't Stop, and Crescendo. Muzzy's song is tricky enough to mix as it is because of the swung groove, but Ethan E did a great job of keeping it clean and delivered another seamless mashup. And for this, he has my vote for this week.
That is another $10 added to your Monstercat bank account. And now, let's get back to some fresh tunes. We got a Fixa coming up next, and then a preview of brand new Fowler right here on Call the Wild.
is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we win, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we win. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man.
It is now time. We have our final elite giving out some cash, and then it all comes down to this showdown between Duality and Ethany. Let's hear your pick from last week, Rocket Man. Take it away.
Hey everyone, Rocket Man here. I loved last week's semifinals, and I thought all 4 finalists did a really great job of proving why they should be the one to play at Compound. Even though last week was all about the drop, I've got to give my pick to Duality for his intro. It started super calm, built so much energy into his mix, and the use of the Evan Duffy piano mix from 2012 gave me chills. So great job to Duality, and let's get back to the finals.
Thanks, and speaking of finals, we are just minutes away from our showdown. But before we do, let's refresh ourselves on this past season. Myself and the team have been simply amazed each week with all the creative ideas. I can say that any finalist this year could have taken the title. So let's hear some highlights.
What's up, Monstercat fam? It's Anthony. I just want to thank you all so much for your constant support. I'm honored to have been given this opportunity. It's really been a life-changing experience, and I couldn't have made it this far without you guys. It means the absolute world to me. These last couple weeks have been an absolute grind, but I've learned so much when it comes to mixing in just this short period of time alone. I also want to give a quick shout out to the rest of the finalists, past and present. I've known some of you guys for years, and I'm so proud and happy that we got the chance to compete against each other. You guys know who you are. Well, this is it. If I manage to win this whole thing, I hope to see some of you at Compound. I mean, have you guys seen the lineup? It's gonna be such a dope party. Anyway, with all that said, enjoy my final mix.
Today's challenge is very straightforward. Each DJ has 15 minutes to impress you, and they can use anything found in our catalog. That's basically it. So let's bring the heat. And first up, Ethany.
It's been too long with too many wrongs. What have I done? You've forgotten the words to our song, and now it's gone. Don't be so distant, so distant, distant from me. So I fight it, when here we are in each other's arms.
The eternal wonders of space and time.
Awesome to the max.
shelter coming with no ground to embrace. I think I just might be.
Running in our blood. The answers are lying here within.
And our hands will touch the sky. Tonight we're coming
Through our veins is an empty space, a lonely game. I hear you cry every night in my
We'll be right back.
Amazing work, Ethany. If you want him to win, make sure to cast your vote at monstercat.com/mixcontest2018. Next is Duality, but first, let's hear from the man himself.
What is up? It's your boy Duality, though most of you probably know me around the community as the only Pixel 19. I am so honored to be given another chance to take part in this mix contest, and I've been practicing my mixing a lot since the last contest, and even over the past couple of weeks. I've been putting every minute possible into making the best mix I could whip up for every challenge Dan has thrown our way. As for my fellow mixers, it has been a really interesting dynamic. I never knew that my very friends would end up being the ones I would eventually have to be set up against. But as you all have probably observed, we've definitely been fooling around in chat, so we're all cool with each other. But as we all know, 8 have walked in and only 1 comes out. If I end up winning this thing, just know that if you guys attend Compound, it will be 100% the most hype Compound you guys will ever attend. Anyways, Dan said we can't swear, so I hope you guys have a heckin' good time listening to my mix, and I hope you guys will consider me for your vote.
Let's get this started. Here is Duality.
It's like we've worked for 2 entire decades, developing something that gives each of us the ability and access to express ourselves as individuals. What happened to our freedom? It seems like this is yet another force field the government has inflicted upon us to enable more control, more power. Why do we have the least of the say? Why is it that the uneducated of the internet are the ones calling all the shots? The ones that don't understand the concept of the World Wide Web. Each and every one of us is a product of the internet. The internet is a product of us, 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 of us.
apology that is long overdue. Well, I question what forever is, and I know you do too. When the answer's right in front of me, believe it's all I wanna do.
As the world begins to move around you at its pace, and you feel as though you're left alone in empty space, dream of ways to feel alive, make a vision of how to thrive. Don't let anyone, anything get in the way of how you survive. Living no regrets, living no regrets, no.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
You need to relieve all the need you've been feeling. You need to believe to receive all the healing. Living no regrets, living no regrets, no. You need to relieve all the need you've been feeling. You need to believe to receive all the healing. Living no regrets, living no regrets, no.
Attention citizens. Please commence routine 1399. Proceed instantly to the center. Thank you.
That runs through our veins.
I'm talking about.
Swirl.
And that's it. That was our 2018 Monstercat Mix Contest. It's now up to you to cast your final vote. Will it be Duality or Ethany? The choice is yours. So head over to monstercat.com/mixcontest2018. We will announce the winner on next week's show. And lastly, thank you to both Splice and Pioneer for making this year's contest happen. And of course, thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in each week. On behalf of myself and the finalists, you bring meaning to these mixes. So until next week, later days.